Today's seminar is a decision analytic framework for probability of success in clinical trials. That's different from a statistical framework, and you'll see exactly what I mean. A little bit of background. In 2021, as most of you know on this call, Ron Howard and I published a preprint paper on Bayesian updating using metalog distributions. It's had more than 2,000 downloads and views together, but that who knows what that means, because we have received very little feedback on this, so we don't really know whether people are actually reading it or not. But nevertheless, Eric and Sean knew this paper was out there and inquired of me as to whether this method could be useful in calculating probability of success for clinical trials, and also the Bayesian updating of probability of success when new data becomes available. These are great questions. We got engaged in a wonderful conversation over the last couple of months, and this seminar is how that has been brought to conclusion. If you haven't seen the paper, by the way, you can Google Keelan and Howard OSF, or I think Hilda is putting a link to it in the chat. So the example we came up with, and this was Eric's suggestion, I think it's a really terrific, clean, simple example where we can actually look at derivation of probability of success. This is going to be a new weight loss drug in phase 1 clinical trials. 16 patients lost an average of 3.1% of their body weight after 6 months with minimal side effects. Phase 2 trials are underway. A possible phase 3 trial is being planned. That'll have 100 treated patients plus 100 control patients. Average weight loss throughout this presentation is defined as treated patient average weight loss minus that of the control group. So it's placebo effect adjusted. And we're going to use a definition of success, which is that the average weight loss of the treated group is greater. The average weight loss is greater than 3%. You can see here for the 16 patients, there's all this phase 1 data as to what was their percentage of body weight loss over a 6-month period. Typical of a phase 1, there was no control group. The average of this data is about 3.1%. And so for now, we're going to avoid hypothesis tests and other statistical success criteria, but I will say a little later how those can be incorporated within the framework of this analysis.